Now I'm in the Fernery. The ferns and their cool and wet underlife remind me of home in the far north Queensland tropics. They also remind me of my friend's father, a mathematician who discovered a fractal fern. Once, while trying to explain the meaning of this to me at a dinner party, he lay down on the ground underneath the table and tried to explain how leaves fall in a way of probability, mathematically in patterns, so that they don't all end up in one single pile. There are still remnants of autumn leaves on the ground in the park today, even though spring is in full swing. They're crunchy, brown and dry, all moisture and colour long gone. I hold one in my hand and it almost turns to dust when I close my fist. There is something enjoyable about the crispness of its edges and the way it so willingly gives in. These leaves, along with the wetness of the ground from the protective canopy, create a distinct sense of texture in this part of the park. I'm going to read a beautiful passage by Australian writer Keely Job. On the island there is a burrow, 3 metres deep in sand. Its walls are lined with down, its entrance sips the salty wind. In the burrow is a bird, fluffed like a dandelion and still as a stone, fallen open like fruit, gone to feather and bone. In the centre of the bird a message: bottle top, golf tee, balloon clip, tube cap, cable tie, nurdle pen, top strapping tape, twist top, lollipop, bread tag, glow stick. There is a bird in a burrow on an island in the Tasman Sea. Its dandelion fluff has turned to barb and vein. The bird is nourished with slips of fish and squid, kicker nuts ground to a paste and the smooth slick of mucus. The use of texture in this passage creates a visceral experience for the reader. We can feel the burrow, the bird and its food. We can tell from this passage that the bird is soft and feathered. Its burrow is cold and sandy. Its food is slippery. Our next prompt is about texture. Touch your surroundings, or imagine how they might feel if you did touch them. What are the different ways you might describe this? Notice that Job employs metaphor and simile, fluffed like a dandelion, to evoke the feeling for the reader by using something that the reader can reference, but she doesn't rely on it entirely. Metaphor and simile are effective tools, but if you crowd your writing with them, you can risk taking the reader too far away from the scene or the moment. She uses real textures, such as barb, slips, smooth and slick, to create that sense of touch that makes us feel like we are the bird in the burrow. All of these techniques can be used together to form a new perspective on the way something might feel. Pause now and take 10 minutes to freely write, describing the texture of something. It might be the surface of a tree, an insect struggling with a crumb along the dewy grass, or a smooth stone that has been shaped by years of wind and erosion and soil to gently form it into a shape.